I wanted to talk about something specific because like I kind of was practicing this. You make a chord pattern happen. Let's just go with the Phrygian dominant on an E. We make power chords. Let's just put this in octave. And we want to make it a little bit more exciting, so we add a top. This is so whack. You know what I mean? I got bored so fast from this. I typically would do this as a starting project. My brain thinks that like I can't believe that I just made the most boring shit. Okay, let's make it more human, right? Where's strum? How many times am I gonna hear it? And then I'm gonna be like, oh, let's add something. Blah, 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 blah. No! This is what I'm gonna do. If you guys are set, I really like this, but I wanna change it. How do I make it more textural? Because it's just a piano. We're gonna do something that is a very well-known word. It's called resampling. And we're going to manipulate this in such a way, we're not going to go away from what we have. We're going to give it such a character that it's going to be much cooler than what it is already. Let's say we want to put a ROM in this. Give it some space. This already sounds sick. Ethereal type of like character, but I ain't done yet. I'm gonna duplicate this, turn off the first one because I want to make sure that I still have it. I'm gonna freeze and flatten, get to audio instantly. Now we have this, but I'm gonna reverse it. We got this going on, but I'm not gonna use the beats, tones, texture, complex pro, but I'm gonna use repitch. I'm going to double time it. And now it's gonna sound like. I'm not happy with this. Cause even though like it sounds sick, we got into this like underwater Drake scenario. But I want it to be even more different, guys. Now I'm gonna apply a delay with a ping pong. I'm gonna add some shaper on it. I'm gonna find something like. I'm not settled on this, by the way. This is too slow for me, so wait for it. I'm planning. I'm gonna add a reverb, but remember, it's half. So I'm gonna do a 1 bar. Cool. I'm pretty settled on the texture, the sound of it, or whatsoever, okay? Freeze and flatten. And now, reverse it back. Back to repitch instead of complex beats or whatsoever. We're gonna divide it back to its original, but repitch. Let's hear this one. That's what it sounded like before. And it had no texture. It had no character, nothing. It just sounded so weak, so uninspiring. It just didn't fucking make sense to me that like I was solely just working and putting my head just in this and then expanding it. This has more character. It has meaning now. Like I have a definition. It's not just a piano anymore. Feedbacks we've been doing, a lot of mentor sessions that I've been doing. And I feel like a lot of people are getting really, really stuck. So they're not really afraid of doing such a process, but it's just they neglect it. And I want to focus on that factor, is that there are other ways to do this, to make it sound more interesting. And that could be anything. Maybe that wasn't all you wanted. Maybe on complex, you did a 1 octave and it sounded better. Which one's better, guys? Tell me. Let's try this concept again. Same thing, okay? We're gonna try this again on like a string instrument or something. So let's go to contact. Let's do action strikes. We'll pick that. All right, so we got the string section. I'm gonna add a little bit of a filter on a 16th, actually. All right, so we got that. I'm gonna freeze and flatten that real quick. Now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna double time it on repitch, and we're going to reverse it. It got cool, like right off the bat. Anyways. Now, reverse. Ah, that's much better. Yeah, I like that a lot. All right, let's put an RC20 on this. Give it some warp. Okay, we'll do this. Duplicate, flatten, repeat with me, repitch, reverse, times 2. We're gonna do delay. Actually, we're gonna do 8/8, so it's pretty slow. Let's do shaper. Noise. Ooh, tape echo? Let's drive it a little bit. Reverb, of course. Let's put an RC20 right off the bat. Freeze and flatten. Let's go back to repitch, divided, and back to reverse. Now we get... compared to... You know what I mean? All right, in context. Even if I wanted to, I could potentially turn it down. So it kind of matches the vibe of the piano. Let's do more. Someone said cello. Let's go to strings, cellos. All right, let's do a nice, decent. So we're kind of set on that. We're going to freeze this. Basic notes, basic everything, flatten track. Repeat with me. What am I doing? What am I doing? Repitch, got it. And then reverse, got it. Times 2. Sweet. Delay, panned wobble. Let's put a ROM on this. Ground it, I guess. Diffuse it. Let's do chorus on it. Let's add RC20. Okay, let's EQ this real quick. Shaper. Let's give it a pattern. How about that? Let's do it in reverse. Freeze, flatten. Remember, everything is pretty slow. Like all the rates, the bars, the LFOs, they're all like 1 bar, 2 bars, because we already did that, because we're going to put it back to its original position, right? Reverse, repitch, back to its original position. All right, in context, this is sick. Kind of like it on the original position. I'm gonna do the same concept on a bass. Why not? We're here. freeze and flatten, repitch ×2. So let's go to shaper, reverse type of situation. Add a filter, reversed obviously, 2 bars. Let's give it a curve, how about that? Let's do only the highs. Let's put the noise before the drive so we get, yeah, maybe reverb. Freeze and flatten, the RC20. Give it some warmth. Freeze and flatten track. All right, so we're gonna reverse it and put it back to its original position, right? Previous. New. Maybe this is getting repetitive, so you... This is like an extensive of just like ideas that like kind of curated during this session. You know what I mean? You would do this to like one instrument out of like the 13 you probably got, and you think that it doesn't have a character out of all the other characteristic respaces and like all that shit. Then yeah, resample that piano in order to like make it sound different. We just did this as like how much character can you add into one sound?